bars up though. The world's #1 source for battle rap. And all that, you know what I'm talking about? Aye, it was dark at the bottom where I started from. We ain't got a bag, then I got my bars up. Remember the paper tag, ayy, on that hot boy. This money keep me on forever like a lost boy. Ayy, I wrote up soon as I woke up. Get your bars up, don't call me if you don't want none. Tell your bitch go buy some merch, nigga, it's merch. Have my nigga borrow you to death, just say the word.
Yeah, get the balls up media, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Salute, salute, salute.
Tell these niggas.
The opinions expressed on this show does not reflect the ones of the Get Your Bars Up media platform. Therefore, stay at your moist ass feelings and get your bars up, you bitch. In the words of Capology Facts Holders LTV, that is.
So this is the part of the well, before I even do that, man. So you and JC, one of the best battles of all time, hands down. Hands down. I had to sneak this question in. How was the energy in the room that day at Black Star Pack Room? Like, tell me about that energy, bro, because I still go back and peep that battle, man.
It was hype, man. And, you know, a lot of that has to do with the fact that this was, you know, the eve of the Return of the Legends. You know what I mean? The Summer Madness 2 was a very, very hype card. It was sponsored by Ciroc. Diddy was expected to show up. It was the return of Lux, the return of Mook. It was Sirius Jones. It was E. Ness.
Yeah.
It was as far as like hype and anticipation, probably still to this day one of the biggest cards of all time.
Facts.
And so, as you can imagine, the day before, it, you know, even that room with me and JC, it was just at a fever pitch, bro. Like, it was so much energy, it was so much excitement, so much anticipation. You had Mook in the building, you had John, you had Jazz, you had J.R. Ryder, you had Mickey Fax, you had, you know, just so many people, bro, in the building, just wanting to see battles, wanting to be a part of the culture. It was new, it was exciting. So it was just such a perfect crowd. And, you know, in the moment, I knew me and JC had a really good battle, but I didn't know that we had created what we created. You know what I mean? I knew it was a really good battle. I got off stage and spoke to everyone, and I knew it was a good battle. But then watching it back when it dropped, and for the first couple of weeks, seeing, you know, your Just Blazes and Kevin Durant's and Arian Foster's and Alchemist and Joe Budden and all these dudes tweeting about it and speaking on it, and it was, you know, that was when I knew that what we had was special.
Man, I'm not even gonna front, man. When I first seen that battle, I was like, what? I'm like, this is a classic. Like, that's one of those first watches, like the first watch, because it's rare to get that these days. First watch, I was like, that's a classic. I'm calling up all my homeboys. They don't even know nothing about battle rap. I'm like, yo, you got to see this battle. I'm going to send you this link. It's on YouTube, etc. And it's crazy. So I salute you for that, bro. That's history. And that's history, bro. Facts.
Thank you, bro.
This is the segment of the show of the interview where I call it Talk Yo Ish. And what makes Chilla Jones one of the most dangerous writers in battle rap?
There's so many ways to answer that question, but I think the easiest way to answer that question, I think I'm just smarter than everybody else, man. I think I just have a better understanding of penmanship than anybody else in this culture. You know, amongst the top pens, I feel like I'm the most dangerous because I'm the most versatile of all of them. You know what I mean? Nitty is incredible,
Yeah.
but he's going to punch you all battle. Punch,
That's
punch,
that.
punch, all battle. They will be incredible, earth-shaking punches, but he's going to punch for a majority of the battle. Same with Danny.
Yeah.
Lux is really good, but he doesn't punch up the par with a lot of us. His angles are deadly.
That's a fact.
Lux's angles are deadly. He's very witty, very sharp with his wordplay. But if you break Lux down, there is some filler sometimes in what he says. If you break it down, and then when it comes to me, I feel like I can do everything at a high level. I can punch at a high level, as I did against Nitty. I
Talk.
can scheme at a high level, as I
Talk
did
your
against
shit.
JC and Daylight. I can angle at a high level,
Yeah.
like I did against Saga, like I
Talk.
did against Jerry. So it's like, when I've given classic rounds and classic material, but those classic moments, they don't all look and sound the same.
That's a fact.
You can pull a scheme from one battle and call it classic. You can pull up my third versus Saga with the Playboy magazine
Crazy.
and call it classic. You can pull up my third round versus Jerry West and the comparison of the Jerry Wests and call it crazy. You can pull up my, Blue Meth Heisenberg versus Daylight with Method Man in the front row. The moments look different. Like as much as I'm only a pen,
Yeah.
my moments are all different. They're all different. Some are punches, some are schemes, some are build-ups, some are angles, I do it all at a very, very high level. And I think that's the difference between me and every other pen that people consider pens. When it comes to punching, scheming, and angling, I do all three at a very high level.
Y'all heard it. Y'all hear my guy. He talking right now.
That's a fact.
Talk.
It's a fact, man.
So when are we gonna see Chilla in the ring again?
Very soon, man. I just signed a contract 2 days ago. So you'll see me very soon. Before the month is out, you'll see me back. And you'll see me next month in October also.
That's what I'm talking
And I
about.
think these will both be matchups that people like, that people are excited to see. And by the end of October, man, Champion of the Year should be all wrapped up. Should be all wrapped up.
Talk. Hey, don't try to cheat and slide my guy. I know y'all gonna try to. Geechee my guy, but don't try to slide Geechee over everybody this year. Actually, look.
They're gonna try. They'll try to get Geechee in there. They'll try and maybe get Nitty in there. That's cool. But you gotta understand, like, for everything that I do, like I don't get the same opportunities and I don't get the same looks. And this is what I spoke on in the Geechee battle. And I don't have the same, Geechee has had the privilege of being able to go to King of the Dot and headline, then back to URL and be on Summer Madness, then back to King of the Dot and headline, then back to URL and another big battle. And I didn't have that privilege. I've never had that privilege. If ever I've been committed to URL, if I've ever gone to a different platform, they've punished me for it. They don't like that generally when battlers do that. And so that had a lot to do with what I spoke on in the Geechee battle. So yeah, of course, if Geechee has clips on Summer Madness and Nitty has a read on Summer Madness, and they'll have a good showing. And then that'll be another part of the conversation. But it's like Chilla I don't get those looks. So me being Champion of the Year in a year where I didn't get to be on Genesis, I didn't get to be on Gnome, I didn't get to be on Summer Madness, and I'm still a front runner for Champion of the Year while Geechee and Nitty were on Genesis.
Facts.
And Geechee was on Gnome, and Geechee and Nitty's on Summer Madness. It's different, bro. If you had given me the same opportunities, it wouldn't be close.
Yes.
yeah. Get your Bowser up media, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Salute, salute, salute.
Tell these niggas.